Alright, so we're here at PAX Australia. If I duck down, you can see what game we're going to be talking about. Broken Roads here. Aussie made by Aussies. I guess, can you introduce yourself, introduce your company, introduce your game?
Yeah, so my name's Dean. I am one of the techs and integration team leaders here at Bear Bytes. We are, like I said, an Australian-based company. A few of us are scattered everywhere, but mainly based here in Victoria. I myself am from Tasmania, so I work remotely. We have Amos, who is our tech lead in WA, and some of the writers in Queensland. So a little bit everywhere, but Australian through and through. Yeah.
And then you guys come along. Broken Roads, the game you're showing to everybody today. You got a demo out, but you're getting a lot of feedback as well. Can you, I guess, elevator pitch the game to everybody?
Cool. Mad Max meets Pillars of Eternity. Like, if you like your Wastelands, you like your Fallouts, you like Australia, we got the game for you.
I love the you like Australia.
hey. You go places, people hear from Australia, and they're like, hey! It's like, they're like, mate. They instantly hit you with a mate, and you're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, obviously, I'm based in New Zealand, but when I'm sitting here in front of it, you know, we're reading the text. There's specific words in there and just ways that you talk that are really well captured in there. So it's great to see it being, you know, written by people who understand not the language, but like the verbiage of people.
That's the strength of Leanne and the team, and as the narrative director, herself and Anime and Colin, especially with Anime and Leanne being Australia-based, have such like. They've been able to like really tie back to our culture and how we speak, and it's like the discussions we have and how the different states handle things. But it's also been really funny when the demo came out to watch some of the streamers be like, what is yeah nah, like yeah nah yeah, and like all that. Why do you use mate as a threatening term, like things like that? And what's a chuka? That was a really big one. So it's been really fantastic. But we updated the demo to include the glossary, which means that any highlighted words you can mouse over and it'll tell you what it means.
The big thing with this game was the moral compass.
Yes.
So can you walk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, so the moral compass is like the key focus of our game, and like really puts everything together because it's a narrative-based RPG. Combat really is the last resort. There's some like situations that have combat, as you experience. With raider attacks and stuff, but most of the time you can be, and there is possibility of passive playthroughs, so you don't necessarily have to fight those raiders, but there are situations where, you know, it's actually more ideal to talk your way out of it, because you've always got a party, it's you and 4 others, but you might walk into a room with 20 people. Now, fighting's just not going to happen. We don't have big spells like Fireball and everything like Baldur's Gate and stuff do, even though that would be pretty cool. We have, it's like maybe discussing it and trying to diffuse the situation and seeing where someone aligns with you moralistically is going to be the best way forward.
And you mentioned Baldur's Gate there. What do you think when, you know, something releases in a similar genre like that and it just takes off the way it does?
It's been absolutely fantastic. The rise in CRPGs with Disco Elysium and Pillars and Baldur's Gate, people being like, all right, we've just found this genre. Like, we've had interactions, so it's like, I played Baldur's Gate 3, it was my first CRPG. I started looking around, I found Broken Roads, I'm here to try it out. Like, we all win when, as a genre, and as an industry, when everyone comes together. And so to see people like love Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, I loved it. I bought it twice, I have it on PC, I'm playing on my PlayStation 5, my wife. It's been absolutely fantastic, and to see those people who have enjoyed that experience come and play Broken Roads and see how our take on it is and our approach, which has been fantastic.
And then I heard you talking just before we started about the, I guess, potential length of the game, but also added on with different narrative endings and everything. Yeah. So if somebody comes along to the game, full version, when it's ready to come out, what can they sort of expect along that way? So
we're aiming for anywhere between 20 to 30 hours. I know that's a large window, but it really depends on like how you approach situations. We have the 4 origin stories, the Jackaroo, Bardakaroo, Hired Gun, which is the demo we have on Steam, and Surveyor. And we also, like I said, we had the multiple endings as any classic RPG, any good RPG does have. And then we had the morality system as well. There are interactions that just won't happen because someone is fundamentally disagreeing with you morally, because all the characters are aligned in the game as well. And then you might be talking to someone, and then, you know, they're not very receptive, But then as you visit them later on and maybe your moral compass has shifted, some dialogue options that weren't available have opened up. And we're very excited to see people like experience that. And we've already seen it in the demo where people are like, I played this. And someone's talking, it's like, I didn't get that. It's like, yeah, because on the moral compass you were in different locations, so the dialogue wasn't available for you.
And then the name of the show, vaguely, that I do here is Pizza plus coffee equals code. I come from a software development background. For me, it was pizza late at night, ordered in, it was coffees to keep me awake. That's what helped me get through those nights. What helps you or any of the guys around the place get through some development sessions?
Playing other games. So as a developer, what I do is I challenge myself to beat 50 games every year. Because I believe as a developer, it's important that you not only are always educating yourself on what the trends are, but seeing what your colleagues in the industry are doing. So playing everything from the big AAA titles to the smallest indies, the 1 hour experiences. So that's what I do. Whenever I get stuck, I say, well, I'll jump into Baldur's Gate for an hour. I'm very excited for Spider-Man 2, for Super Mario Wonder, and that'll be like things that I'll play in the meantime. I have my Switch next to me when I'm at working. I'm like, if I get stuck on a coding issue, I'll be like, all right, and I'll jump in and I'll be rubber ducking it in my head, thinking about it, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's it, and I'll put it down. And that's how I do it. I get through it like that.
And then if people wanted to experience, I'll lean back one more time, Broken Roads, or to find out more information about that game, where can they head?
Yeah, Steam. Wishlist on Steam. We've been in a few festivals. I think we're part of the Narrative Fest that's going on at the moment. Because if you're on Steam, you don't have to just hear it from me. You can play it because the Hired Gun demo is available and we will be available up until launch and I believe possibly past launch to get people engaged. And I think the aim is that if you, and don't quote me on this, I know it's on footage, but don't quote me on this, I think the aim is that the demo you play, hopefully the save file will carry over.
Sometimes a little bit hard with tech, but...
It's more that the systems that we've built, we're constantly upgrading, and we're just worried that maybe something that was broken might sneak its way in. But that's why we have an amazing QA team, thanks to our publisher, Versus Evil. We have an amazing team here just constantly playing, and we have the fans. The fans have been coming in, finding things that we've never even thought of, interacting in ways that we never thought possible. It's like, and then watching them like, oh, sorry, this happened. It's like, no, that's fantastic. We never even thought in our mind if you hold these two buttons down together that this might happen. And it's been great because everyone here just wants Australian games to succeed. So you share that moment with them and you just can't help but thank them and they get excited because they're like, oh, I get to help out, which is really, really cool.
I think the thing for me that's been really cool is the demo machine just over here. It's not, nobody's really getting up and walking away. It's like you're pulling them off. You're like, you've been here so long.
We have a 25-minute timer. I don't think I've actually seen anyone really go under it, right? People want to experience. I have had 2 people walk away saying, this is too much, I'm going to be spoiled, I'm going to walk away. And then what we've had is we've had lines, as you can see, which is great. We had people that's why the demo's so good, because people are like, hey, if you're missing out, the demo's at home, so play at home. And we had someone do that, and they came back today, it's like, I played it, I loved it, this is what I thought, but I want to play some more, but I want to play the other origin stories because Hired Gun is in the demo. So he jumped in and he was playing one of the other ones. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to choose now, and it's been awesome.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to us, and hopefully good success when the game comes out full version.
Yeah, November 14th for PC and Xbox, and we are working on Sony and Switch versions down the line.
Awesome.
Thank you.